Hello students, in today's class we will study the process or steps in job analysis. Okay, so job analysis is the procedure for determining the duties and skill requirements of a job and the kind of person who should be hired for it. Okay, so it is the process of collecting information related to various aspects of job. So what is the main purpose of conducting job analysis? It is to prepare job description and job specification, okay, which in turn helps to hire the right quality of workforce in the organization. So the following are the steps. First one, collection of background information. Okay, so here information should be collected related to various aspects of the jobs are collected. Okay, so here probably the most important consideration is to identify objectives of job analysis. Okay, so information is obtained through different methods such as interview, observation, questionnaire, critical incident, etc. Okay, so it is associated with the preparation of plans and programs and assignment of responsibilities to the concerned person. So here information regarding to each and everything will be selected. Okay, so what is the objective of job analysis, that will be analyzed over here. Then next one, selection of representative position to be analyzed. So this is the second step of your job analysis, okay, under which the previously collected information is reviewed to design organizational charts. Okay, so analyzing of all the jobs at the time is really complex and costly affair. Okay, so suppose if you want to analyze the job of a marketing manager, then your finance manager or the project heads, okay, or for any position. Okay, so for that to analyze it is really very complex and time consuming. So only a representative sample of jobs will be selected, okay, for the purpose of detailed analysis. So under this, the job analyst investigates to determine which organization managers or employees require job analysis. Okay, so for what kind of job, for what vacancy the job analysis is to be done, that will be selected over here. Okay, so which representative position you are selecting. So he should also determine for what purpose the job must be analyzed. Okay, so why are you analyzing the job? Whether to minimize the risk or for any other purpose. What is your objective, that is to be determined over here, and you have to select for which position you are going to do job analysis. Then the next one, analysis of job by collecting data. Okay, so under this step of your job analysis, the job analyst obtains the data and information related to the selective jobs. Okay, so whatever jobs you have selected, information related that job will be analyzed. So the information collected on this job activities, that is required employees behavior, working conditions, human traits and qualities, abilities to perform the job and other various dimensions of the job. Okay, so data can be collected either through questionnaire, observation or interviews. Okay, so here analysis will be done. Then the next step is develop job description. Okay, so job description means what? Please remember a small code word here. Job description, D stands for duties and responsibilities. Okay, so this is the shortcut, job description. So here what it is a written statement which describes the prominent characteristics of the job along with the duties, location and degree of risk involved in each job. Okay, this thing we will study further. Okay, in today's class only we will study it about job description. So job description is nothing but it is the rights and duties, okay, duties that are to be done for that particular job. Okay, it involves your locations, everything, we'll see it later. Okay, then develop job specification. So developing the job specification, it is the last step of your job analysis process. Okay, so here detailed specification statement is prepared showing the minimum requirement of the job. Okay, specific, that is the skills required. Okay, so here a job specification summarizes the personal qualities, traits, skills, knowledge and background required to perform the specific task. Okay, so it involves the physical and psychological attributes of the person. So it might be height, weight, or it might be some extra knowledge required, or what are the skills, what are the qualification required, that all comes under your job specification. Okay, so this is the process of your job analysis. Then products or outcomes of job analysis. Okay, so there are two products of job analysis. One is your job description and another one is your job specification. Okay, so first one, job description. What is this job description now? As I have told you earlier, it provides information relation to the duties and responsibilities of the job. Okay, now for example, take the work of a lecturer. So what is the job description over here? The name of the job is lecturer. Okay, so what is the duty? To come on time, okay, to be punctual, to take the classes on time, to leave the classes on time, okay, to teach the syllabus, to complete the syllabus on time. Okay, so this is what this is the job description. Okay, then according to Edwin B. Flippo, a job description is an organized factual statement of duties and responsibilities of a specific job. Okay, then we'll see what are the contents of your job description. Okay, so the following things are mentioned in the job description. In a job, so as I have told you earlier also, it is a written statement. So what will be there in this particular written statement is, first one, job identification. So it includes, or job title, it includes alternative titles, department, division, plant, the unit where it exists, code number of the job, and so on. Okay, now say suppose if it is the job of a lecturer, at that time assistant professor or associate professor, so that is what job identification. So it will be a short name given. Now in companies and all, in banks if you go, the job of a cashier, these are all your job titles. Okay, that is your job identification. If I say cashier, you can easily identify his work is what, collecting, that is dealing with the cash transactions of the bank. Okay, so suppose if you want to deposit or if you want to withdraw, you will go to the cashier. That is what it is job identification. Okay, then comes your job summary. So what is the summary? It is condensed statement of the primary functions of the job. So it may also include a short definition which may be useful as additional information if the job title is not sufficient. Okay, so job title, if suppose if it is not sufficient, summary. Okay, suppose if it is the name of the job, okay, or the job title is cashier. Here if you cannot understand, job summary means what? So what is his work? Okay, that is to deal with the day-to-day cash transactions, say deposit, okay, withdrawal. Okay, these are the functions of a cashier. Then next one, job location. Okay, location means what? Where the work is to be done. Okay, so where the work is to be done, where is the location, whether it is inward or whether it is field work. Okay, whether they have to sit in the office and work or whether they have to go outside. Okay, so that is what job location. Then comes your duties and responsibilities. So here it is a brief description of the functions performed by the employee. Okay, that is what is being done, how it is to be done, why it is done, and how much percentage of time is to be devoted to each major duty. Okay, so that will be there. Here job responsibilities are also described, such as those for the custody of funds, for supervision of other workers, for training subordinates, and so on. Okay, so this section of job description is perhaps most important and relatively difficult to write. Okay, so writing the duties and responsibilities, it is really a very difficult task. Okay, then next one, nature of supervision. Okay, so what is the extent of supervision given and received? That is how many employees are holding, okay, and are holding what jobs are to be supervised. Okay, the nature and extent of supervision, that is whether it will be general or close supervision. Okay, suppose if it is unskilled workers, at that time close supervision is required. Okay, that is what intensive supervision. You'll have to see again and again whether they are doing the things correctly or no. Okay, so that is what close supervision. Suppose if it is the skilled workers, at that time close supervision is not necessary. Okay, then machines, tools, and materials used, okay, for the job. So the trade names, types of models of machines, tools, and equipments are also mentioned. For example, working on lathe machine or drilling machine, and so on. Okay, now suppose if it is a bank job, so what will be the job description over here? To have the knowledge of computers, okay, to have the knowledge of various programs or various softwares. That is what skills, equipments used, what raw materials are to be used, and the like are also mentioned. Okay, suppose if it is a job in a factory, okay, what kind of raw materials will be there, okay, what kind of processing factory it is, so that is to be mentioned over here, okay. Then comes your working conditions. This is another important thing over here. So the condition in which the job holder is to work, okay, so how the job holder has to work. For example, okay, what will be the, whether there will be lots of noise in the factory, or what will be the temperature. See, all of us are not used to each and every kind of temperature, right, okay. Some of us can stay in the humid temperature, some of us can't, okay. So the human tendency differs from one person to another. So here, what is the temperature, so what will be the postures, okay, whether it is a standing job, whether it is a sitting job, whether it is a walking job, climbing job, lifting job, and so on, everything will be there, okay. Then illumination work hours, that is when is the job, that is whether it is during the daytime or night time, or it is overtime hour of work or rest intervals, whether there will be dirt, oil, okay, location or place of the work, that is whether it is office, whether it is in factory, inside, outside, underground, solitary, gang, and so on, okay. So everything will be mentioned in your job description, okay. Then the next one, relation to other jobs, okay. So what is the relation, whether it is horizontal level or otherwise, okay, or vertical level, and the details about the flow of work procedure, that is who you have to report, okay, who are the ones above you, who are your peers, so that will be described under your job description. Then what is the position or status of the job in the organizational structure, okay. So what is the job hierarchy, which are the jobs immediately above or below this job, responsibility and accountability to the extent of authority, okay. So everything will be involved, okay. So here even the hazards involved, okay. So please add another point there, hazards involved, okay. So accident risk and health hazards such as nerve strain, eye strain, physical strain, acid, exposure to weather, and so on. So what kind of job it is there, or whatever is related to that, okay. So whatever the risk are there, whatever the benefit are there, everything is to be written under your job description, okay. So then pay, okay. So what will be the method of pay, okay, whether it is hourly basis or whether it is daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, or whether it is piece rate, okay. Then range of pay for minimum to maximum, bonus, and so on, okay. So which is required to do the job, okay. Then training, what kind of training is to be given, then what are the facilities what kind of facilities will be provided, okay. So whether there will be promotion, so everything will be there under your job description, okay. Then comes your second output, second product of your job analysis, that is your job specification, okay. So according to Edwin B. Filippo, a job specification is a statement of minimum acceptable human qualities necessary to perform a job properly, okay. So acceptable, here it is qualities, okay. What are the qualities expected from a particular employee, okay. Suppose if it is a job of a banker or a guest faculty, what are the qualities required, okay. So that is your job specification. S stands for skills over here, okay. So let's see the contents of your job specification, okay. So it involves your physical characteristics, okay. So what should be the physique, that is body size, health, strength, height, weight, vision, okay. Then demographic characteristics, age, okay. For some job there will be age limit. Then sex, okay, whether that job is for male, female, or for both, okay. Then education, okay. So what is the educational qualification, what is the experience required, language, okay. Now in banks and all, language becomes a constraint over there, if you have seen, because of transfers and all, there will be language, okay. So what is the language required, religion, suppose if it is reserved to some religion, that should be specified. Then psychological characteristics, okay. Suppose aptitude, manual dexterity, mechanical aptitude, mental concentration, analytical ability, okay. So these are the psychological. Then personal traits, okay, that is appearance, how should be the appearance, okay. So now if somebody is a manager, at that time we will be thinking about something else, okay. Now so that appearance must, thinking else means what we will be thinking, okay. The manager means he will be a stern person, he will be a really serious person, okay, the one who communicates well, okay. So that is the expectation, okay. So here what is the appearance for required for a particular job, then manners, okay, then voice, this is at another important, okay. So how you have to speak, okay, whether you have to speak politely or rude, or then emotional stability, okay, not to get emotions very fast, okay. So if somebody scolds, or if anything happens, if any incident happens in the company, okay, so emotional stability is really very important, okay. Then comes your extroversion, aggressiveness, leadership quality, loyalty, okay. Then comes your social characteristics, okay. Extroversion is nothing but mingling with everyone, okay, to speak to everyone, to have good communication with everyone, okay. Then adaptability to human relationship, so how you are going to communicate with other people, okay, your peers, colleagues and all. Views towards society, okay, so what are your views, what are your contributions towards the society. Then responsibilities of supervision, achieving targets, meeting deadlines, safety of others, discipline, okay. So these responsibilities, okay, what responsibilities will be having for that particular job, okay. So what will be the targets, okay, that you have to achieve the targets, everything will be under your job specification, okay. So job specification, minimum acceptable qualities of the employee, so that will be mentioned under your job specification. So again I am saying the output of your job analysis is your job description and your job specification, okay. I hope these things are clear to you people. If not, then you can contact me, okay. So thank you, have a nice day.